The survey reveals an intriguing pattern. U.S. Muslims, despite few being of Palestinian descent, show greater sympathy towards the Palestinian people during the Israel-Hamas war. This empathy extends beyond national or ethnic ties, reflecting a deep-seated concern for human rights and justice. Criticism is also directed towards the handling of the conflict by President Joe Biden. The consensus among Muslim Americans is one of dissatisfaction, with many perceiving a bias towards Israel in the U.S. administration's approach to the conflict. This critique is not isolated but forms part of a broader perception of increased discrimination against Muslims in society. The feeling of bias doesn't stop at the administration's doorstep. Most U.S. Muslims believe that the U.S. is favoring Israel excessively and oppose any form of military aid to the country. Their views of the Israeli government are predominantly unfavorable, further highlighting their alignment with the plight of the Palestinian people. Emotionally, the war has a significant impact on Muslim Americans. When consuming news about the war, they are more likely to feel afraid and exhausted compared to the general U.S. population. The continual cycle of violence and conflict takes a toll, leading to a heightened sense of fear and fatigue. However, it's essential to note that not all U.S. Muslims are closely following the war. A considerable portion has gaps in knowledge about key figures and events related to the conflict. This gap indicates that while the war has a significant impact on the community's emotions and views, there is room for more education and awareness about the conflict's nuances. To summarize, the experiences and views of U.S. Muslims regarding the Israel-Hamas war are complex and multifaceted. They exhibit sympathy towards the Palestinian people, criticize the U.S. administration's handling of the conflict, and perceive a rise in societal discrimination. Emotionally, the conflict induces fear and exhaustion, yet there is a knowledge gap that needs addressing. As we continue to navigate these turbulent times, understanding these perspectives can lead to more empathetic and informed conversations about the conflict.